By Dawn Season 3, we have got Glacial versus Voodoo with Hillbilly on Blood Lodge's first set. Really exciting game coming up, and we have got my amazing caster with me, Nathan. Nathan, Billy Blood Lodge, first one of the season. What's your thoughts on it?
I'm so excited to see this Billy set. I'm a bit of a Billy enjoyer myself, and I do know Clownfish is quite the known Billy main, so it's going to be exciting to see what he can cook up in this match. And yeah, we're seeing this first chase happening really quick, and I think this is actually going to be a down because there's no pallets in the area, so he can just back up the survivor and get the free down. It's a very quick down coming through, which we do see that he opts to not run corrupt for probably that exact reason. Getting that down so fast on Hillbilly is pretty much going to happen most times, so you see people opt to have 4 other perks instead of having that corrupt slot.
Well, yeah, what's the point in Corrupt if you are confident on the killer itself? You're just going to be getting those downs, especially with the map pressure that Billy can give. Clownfish really demonstrating how well you can do with Billy in the sense of this down was so quick. We do have an unhook coming in quite quickly with an FTP coming through, so that may have been a good play coming in, but who knows? We only have a 4 lane and we get down. Oh, I don't think the FTP was worth it. But that will be our second hook coming in with no DS. Oh my, the pace of this game, Nathan's absolutely insane.
Yeah, this game is going insanely quick. Seeing that FTP come in off hook is a bit interesting because Billy does have that incident capability. Typically, you'll see FTP be used in combination with like We're Gonna Live Forever to try and pick someone off the ground and give them that endurance, but using it off hook is a bit interesting as we do see Clownfish onto the next survivor, and it looks like this is going to be a down. I can't remember, is this the FTP survivor or the no mither? I wasn't paying attention.
I think this is FTP. I'm pretty sure. No, wait, this is the no mither. This was the no mither because NAC was one who came in and saved. So this is the no mither that went on hook. This is our tunnel, which is not what you want to see at 5 gens here. This might be a little bit on the hard side for Team Voodoo here. Clownfish doing a fantastic job keeping track of all survivors on the map here. And we do see a bounce coming in, but it's kind of zoning us to 12. We only have this pallet here for now. Was Clown's going to insta-break. Did they manage to get this down in like...
Oh!
Hello? Yeah, you know, yeah, sure. We see a random Lara pop out.
I'm not sure. What?
No way.
I don't know how that hit didn't connect, but yeah, we did see the random Laura pop out of nowhere as we are going to see them hit tanking because we are seeing the Deathlook survivor in chase with 5 gens still like up. Like they haven't completed a single gen and they have their survivor probably about to be tunneled out right now because they only have this 4 lane. They already used a pallet trying to make something work, jigging last second away from that tile. But it looks like the down is going to come in, and I believe that is going to be the tunnel. I think he wants to get this hook on the Laura. No, it does seem like she's going to get picked up. Probably had tenacity to crawl away from that that quickly. So we do see the first gen popping in the distance right as tunnel out is happening. Clownfish is on insane pace right now to maybe get like a 4K3 here.
He played this really well. I think they didn't... Voodoo had a bit of a hard time there hiding their tunnel out. It seemed to be just caught in a really bad position. It doesn't seem like the gem pressure is really holding up in the backline either. Clownfish doing an absolutely fantastic job kind of holding up here. Really holding a great start for Team Glacial here.
Yeah, Team Glacial is going to be so happy with the pace of this game because it just means it's going to be that much easier for their survivors to come in and take that win con, as we do see this pallet being played and so well played by Clownfish, being extremely patient there on the Sin card, knowing he can just curve around that. It does look like he's going to slug here because he does find another survivor sneaking around here, and this survivor has nothing to work with. There's nothing here. There's no pallets. It's just the TNL windows, but you can only last so long on those, and it looks like they are going to go down, and that is 2 people slugged with 4 gens left on the map.
Yeah, this is not looking to be in a good place at all. This is generally, I'm really surprised we didn't get any progress in the background here. It seemed like they were working a little bit on chat during the time, but overall, I'm surprised for the lack of gen pressure we have around the map at this point. You'd think for the fact that we managed to get these saves for free and also have a bit of time for our tunnel to kind of go hide. You think there's a little more gen pressure, but unfortunately they're just not holding up. And Clintfish is realizing that and capitalizing on the fact that they need to keep picking each other up, and it's going to go around the map and try and catch someone else off guard. Just get that ultimate pressure coming down to secure this 4k4.
Yeah, I think we saw the Unbreakable and the Deli come out there. Unbreakable on Adam because he didn't see any other survivor around for the pickup, as he is going for a little bit of a fancy flick there. I think that rock is very hard to curve around, especially on that side, so playing it a little bit safe might be better here. But as we do see another TNL, he is just going to opt to ban this, and I think this is just going to be 50s unless Nancy wins a huge jiggy and makes it to that pallet on 6.
Yeah, I think she does win that jiggy. A little too well, I think. Managed to make Shaq window, but we are going to opt to leave because I think he really wants to keep the pressure on to get the 13 the best win con they can. I have seen Glacial play Billy quite a lot in other tournaments, so I'm really interested to see how the serve side brings up on the scale, because Team Voodoo are not letting this go easily. They are fighting till the end for this.
Yeah, Clownfish is just really trying to secure this 4k4 because that is a fantastic result to have for your team to try and beat. The question is, will he be able to hold it? That Ruin was eating away at that gen on main, and it looks like they're going to pop Shaq. I'm surprised they had so much progress on Shaq in the background. They might have stacked that generator to try and just make the win con a little bit better for them. They might have just let main go just so they could get that pressure out. Yeah, and it looks like main has like no progress left on it. As we do see the survivor over here with Undying, and we get the snipe across the map. Oh, that's so clutch.
Play.
Seeing that Undying aura come in and just sniping Nancy across the map. I think that just might secure the 4k3. I'm not sure if they can come back from this and get any more progress. He's just going to keep downing people and slugging them and just creating a whole bunch of pressure.
I think he is opting to go for the Adam here, who is in a little bit of a missed opportunity in the sense of there is nothing around here except for window. Is he trying to do a dead hard? Not quite going for it, but we will see the last survivor. I said once it goes down, it's kind of all over. And what a fabulous game coming in from Clownfish here.
Yeah, Clownfish played this game incredibly well. The survivors brought it back a little bit, able to get 2 more gens popped, but overall, Clownfish's pressure was just too strong for them to come back, and I think unless that wasn't Unbreakable earlier, I believe that is going to be
no, we did. Use our Unbreakable
the
here.
end of this Billy set. Okay, yeah, and a 4k3. That is such a good result on Billy. That means if your first survivor has a really good chase and you split on 2 separate generators, that's Tycon right there for 1 chase, and then you just need to pop 1 more gen. Clownfish is setting an insane result for his team to come and try and beat.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be really, really happy with that result coming in from Team Glacial here. They said this is what you want to see. This is the win con that you would be proud to bring back to your team, and Clownfish should be proud for the points he put out there today. So, next up, we have got Voodoo on Billy, which 4k4 win con. I'm not sure if it's possible.
I think if any killer can do it, it's Billy, and I think
it is Billy. If anyone can do it,
I think we're gonna probably see a pretty interesting build coming out for that chance at getting the 4k4 win con, but we will see that coming up very soon. See you guys then.
Okay, welcome back. We have got Voodoo on the killer. We do have a win con of 4k4 because we did see Clownfish coming in with a 4k3 for Team Glacial last round. Definitely a win con, hard to get, but again, if there is any killer that's going to do it, it's very possible. I'm not alone on the castling. I am here with Nathan. 4k4 win con. What's your thoughts?
It's so tough. It's so tough, but if any killer can do it, like I said before, it is Billy. Oh, what a close swing coming in that is probably two low ping players, because this is the same ping matchup. These are both NA teams. But seeing that first chase come in on another crazy stun, this is insane. Insane chase. That's the kind of first chase you need to see when you want to try and beat this win kind of survivor. Killer, it's kind of looking rough. You need to find someone, you need to down them quick, you need to get some kind of snowball rolling. I know the game just started, but when we're talking a 4K4, like, you gotta get it rolling right away, and if you don't, it's kind of gonna look rough for you.
I think, honestly, a good idea could be for settling for Tycon, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that would be more achievable at this point, but, again, I don't feel like we've got a bit of a game plan going in here. Also, I did hear some fighting words from one of our survivors here, which is Sumi. They told me if they're on no mother, the killer should be scared, which is pretty strong fighting words for today.
Yeah, but we do see quite a good chase coming in, and a gen does pop in the distance, so if one more gen pops, that's going to be the Surf securing the tie. That's just how tight this win con is. The fact that they're already at the point where they can't let any more gens pop if they want to win this game is just so rough. And these survivors are playing incredibly well. They're denying the first down and just playing super safe, which is really good. We do see a little bit of bumping on the obstacles. Blood Lodge can be so annoying sometimes with where random tires spawn. So we are going to see Lily looking, trying to find where their progress is to stop them from popping something. And you just find Rick Grimes on main building with that no mither. So we're going to see Chase coming in onto them again. And that is going to be the other gen popping across the map, which means that if the killer downs all the survivors right now, they will tie the set. But in the position they're in right now, I just don't think that's going to happen. I think these survivors are playing incredibly well, and I think we're going to see a down coming out. I didn't see a pal right here, as we do see first down coming in at 3 gens, and we do see a ton of progress on that gen right there on 10. We're going to see the hook come through because he can't slug, because this is the no mither survivor. So we're going to see the first hook coming through.
Yeah, can we have a little bit of a point out on the build itself here? We have a Mindbreaker Ruin on Dying and Thrill here. That's a really interesting build. I've not seen this combo in Dead by Dawn yet, I don't think. I understand the point of Mindbreaker, but I don't think it's the play for what we needed.
I think what the killer's trying to do here is have the serves rotate. They're going to rotate and get on gens quick because of no corrupt. And then when they get exhausted, try and get the quick chases, because realistically he needs to get insanely quick chases. And then when he gets those downs, he picks up with Thrilling Tremors. He can see what gens are being worked on because they're the ones that don't block. So it'll give a lot of information where he can go to stop the progression and get that ruin working. But he just couldn't get the downs in time, so that's why we didn't see the build working in the beginning. But it might start working now, but it's just going to be a little too late because of the win con.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like the build, I understand the idea behind it, but I don't feel like it was the right play for what we need in the playstyle we were doing. But again, he is holding these free, but unfortunately that will be first win going to Team Glacial here for getting out that last gen. But it doesn't surprise me because this is their pick.
Yeah. Seeing them absolutely destroy in this Billy set, they are just showing why this is their pick. They are playing so extremely well. 2 stages now onto Rick Grimes going into 2 gens left. The question is, how much progress do they have across the map? What are we seeing on 1 here? A little bit of progress on this, as we do see Chase coming in onto Lori. The question is, how long can she last here on this tile? This tile is pretty hard to play as a hillbilly. There's so many like corners and twists and turns, so it's a lot harder to get your saw. As we do see a little bit of a 360 saw coming in, trying to get that that montage, because he knows he has already lost a match. So just trying to have some fun with it, trying to get some good clips. As we do see him leaving this, knowing that he can't really play that tile, so he's going to try and find maybe someone out in the open that he can get a quick down on.
No, we are doing a fantastic job, just kind of holding up here. The serve side playing really immaculate. Um, I feel like what Voodoo's killer is just going for this cloud, having a bit of fun with it. Like I said, Dead by Dawn is a fantastic place for a lot of teams to come and learn and get that scrim experience and tournament experience. Again, these are sets that a lot of people enjoy and find interesting, so I'm hoping everyone's enjoying watching it as well. But as we take pursuit onto our Lori here, who has got another pallet, I feel the RNG is being really, really nice. Does go for a bit of a flick, unfortunately just does not get it. I'm tanking it doing the Lord's work there. Really nice background coming in.
That is a very good flick coming in from Arbico. That was insanely well played. If only he got one of those a little bit sooner, but I think he's just kind of trying to have fun with it right now. And we do see the last gen popping, which means this trial is going to be almost over, and then we will go on to the Drax set. I am so excited to see the Drax set. I didn't see the hype around Drac when he first came out, and a lot of comp leagues where you were seeing teams pick Drac a lot. But I've been playing a little bit of Drac recently, and that killer has become one of my favorites to verse. So it's going to be very exciting to see what these players can do on the Drac set.
Well, yeah, it's a very interactive game in general. The amount of things you have to kind of handle throughout the match. But again, it's going to be a good one. And with Glacial taking this first set, it's all to play for Voodoo for next set.
Oh, we see the Dead Hard coming through from Soma. That was an insane Dead Hard. They managed to get the blind and the save while Billy was blinded, and then getting that Dead Hard on top of it. The question is, does Nia make this pallet? I think they're just barely under it. The question is, someone here to palisade. We see the firecracker. Oh, just looking away.
Does not go through. That's unfortunate.
You do see a little bit of pub juking from Glacial with these last minute saves. Just a little bit of a victory lap. The question is, will they just take the outs to move on to the next set? And it looks like that is what they might be doing, as we do see Soma trying to leave the trial but getting cut off by the Hillbilly.
I can't move Rick scream, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still not used to it. It's caught me a little bit off guard, but we are gonna go back and check this out because I think he thinks we're gonna come back and save. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter what Glacial do here. They have already taken the set win.
Glacial is just showing why this is their set they wanted to pick. This is definitely one of their strongest sets. I do know them personally, so Billy is definitely one of their favorite things to play. But seeing them come through and play so well on this set was just a sight to see. Clownfish absolutely popping off on Hillbilly itself, and then the survivors coming in and just showing that they know exactly what they need to do in this set to secure a win.
Yeah. Okay, welcome back. We have got Voodoo on the killer for a second set here, which is going to be Dracula on Richard's shop. We saw Glacial taking first set on Billy. So I'm really excited. New fresh start, new fresh game. This is Voodoo's pick, so I'm excited to see how it goes. And Nathan, you were talking a little bit. You are a bit of a connoisseur of the Dracula, I'd say.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
I think Drax is going to be super fun to see, especially because in this rule set, we have Pain Res actually banned. So we do see a bit of an interesting build coming in. I can say interesting, but it is kind of basic. So just contradicting myself a bit, but we do see Pop, Eruption, and Call of Brine. That means that if you get a hook on top of a generator, that is going to be 0% progress by the time you leave. So we are going to see first chase coming in really quick, as we do see a lot of survivors actually across the map, just running around, rotating, trying to get to the gens. As we do see first chase coming in. I think this is going to be first tag coming in onto Nia, as we do see her run down into that corrupt side of the map, as we do see following in bat per usual. Oh, getting caught out, as we do see such a quick down actually coming through. That is actually a very fast down.
Yeah, like I said, this has been a really, really fast down. A really good start on the Dracula side here. As you said, the build is very basic, but it's very effective, right? We are taking the long way to the hook, I think, just a little bit there. And we do see a gen pop in the distance here, and we do see some blood kind of dripping. And scratch marks going on to the distance here.
Yeah.
We are kind of opting to camp more, aren't we?
Yeah, I think with how fast that first gen got done, I believe that was stacked, and he does know that we did see Renato on the Gen 11, so he does know that there's going to be not much progress across the map, so he can kind of just secure the area. Not really much to go and patrol, because their progress is minimal right now. So you can kind of just sit here, try and force second, and then make something happen. Maybe we see 1 or 2 gens pop for it, but ultimately, in a very good position, the Dracula is.
Do you see this absolutely beautiful free gem we have here?
Yeah, this is a crazy 3 gen.
This is kind of a disgusting little free gen. He doesn't need to leave here, and I think this is one of the biggest reasons why. Because we have this lovely, what is this, 11-9 in like mid here.
Yeah.
That is disgraceful.
And also that generator on 2 can be pressured as well, which I believe he's probably going to do right about now. Yeah, just TPing to that gen. So we do see it has about 60% progress. So just getting that Call of Brian on it. Opting to go back, which is a bit interesting. I think he should have probably committed, but he did predict the rotate right. They do get the FTP off, so it is a free pull coming through that's very good for the survivors. You cannot pull really in front of Dracula because he will just pull Hellfire, insta-tag the survivor, and then most of the time they're 2-tap unless they have, you know, good setup nearby. As we do see the Indra coming in really quick, just opting to go bat form and break, knowing that there's not much in this area. Just a pallet gem over here. He's just gonna try and zone and break all these pallets. So there is not much else to use.
You know what I've kind of seen a lot in comp recently? I see one of 2 types of Dracula players, and it's either people who are heavy into bat rotations and people who prefer to use dog to get around loops. And it seems like NXT's not optimizing like the dog as much as he should, especially with the abilities it has.
I don't think the survivor knew that they still had aura on them from eruption, as we do see them stealthing over here. He is going to find them because he did see their aura. That's so unfortunate. But can I just say, Glacial's gen pressure for this tunnel out has been insanely good. Both those chases were really quick, and for the first chase we did see the gen pop, and the second chase we see actually 3 gens popping across the map, putting that into the 3v1 at 1 generator. But the thing is, NA Steve can still hold this. Dracula is a very strong killer, so if he can just get quick downs, he can hold this, especially with that 3 gen he has. But Monica is doing an incredibly well job of playing this edge map fiddler, getting that smash and running away, and NA Steve just has to go back to his gens. Monica played that insanely well.
Yeah, Monica left no chances for mistakes there and really, really just went into it all. Fantastically played, especially just avoiding the hook stages. And we are going around checking our gem pressure. We do not have the same pressures we did. Like, I feel like Glacial just absolutely demolished that gem pressure, but we are seeing our Renato here, who's coming into chase. Does a little bit of a ball back, gets caught out for it. Still does have no pallet. I thought we did have a pallet.
Yeah, this pallet was dropped earlier in the game, and it was kicked when he was camping the hook around here. But I'm a bit surprised they were working 9 and not 11. I feel like with this 3 gen being so tight, what you can do is you can have 2 survivors try and sit on this mid-map gen, and then you have 1 survivor. Typically you want the Sprimper survivor to work that generator on 11 so that they can pre-run and get out of the way. But getting that hook is so good for NA Steve because he does get it in his 3 gen as he does find the rotate top, and Monica does give a tag, but they do pull Renato, and I think that's second win that he has right there, so he'll be healed up shortly as we are committing this chase onto Monica, which is a bit interesting of a choice. I think he probably would have wanted to go back and try and secure the down onto Renato before he gets healed.
Like I said, he's definitely trying to get Monica out of the way, which is nice because it is going to get your first stages going. We're kind of at this moment where we have a little less gem pressure. You kind of can get away with certain chases, but he really needs to be a lot more kind of picky of where he's coming and where he's not. Because I feel like with the way Glacial has been playing this, their pressure has just been absolutely insane. And we do take pop to this 9 gen, but Do you think we have pressure somewhere else that we're not seeing?
He didn't really check mid, but I didn't hear it being progressed over there. So the question is, are they progressing it? If they are, that gen should probably be around 30-40% right now. But it does look like someone is playing for 9. The question is, what is their progress on mid? And it looks like they have none. It looks like someone was stealthing for the pull as they were working the generator on 9. They're going to see Chase right back on the Monica. I don't think she makes anything. I think this area is just completely dried up, as we do see Monica opting to force locker. But we are going to see another hook go back on as they are still cranking away at the generator on 9. The question is, how much progress does that really have? It wasn't really sitting regressing for too long, so Call of Brian probably didn't do too much damage.
I'm not sure, honestly, because it seems like Glacial here is struggling in their freebie a little bit. Because they had that immense gen pressure, but after someone was gone, they had to fight a free man with 1 gen left, which is causing them a little problem now. But we are seeing NEC giving us some great pressure here. And gotta remember, this was Voodoo's pick as well. So they must have some sort of confidence in their abilities during this set.
Yeah, they're definitely probably pretty comfortable on this set, as NA Steve is showing a little bit of a misuse of the dog, but he has been playing incredibly well so far. So a little bit of a misuse. Yeah, there's that Hellfire. That's a really good prediction coming in from NA Steve. This is going to be a tunnel out on Monica. The question is, can they pop that gen for this tunnel out? It was pretty dead, but if they were stacking it this whole time, it's going to be pretty close. I think they're just going to try and stick it and pop that generator. The question is, do they have enough? It's going to be so close. They don't. They just don't have enough.
And it's pop as well, but they don't do the pop, but they managed to get the tag off it. Are they going to hit the pop? They are with the pop. Call of Brian. I think this is really hard to recover from, especially in that 2v here.
Yeah, he can just keep going for tags, and if he doesn't get them, he can just go back to the gen and just not worry about anything. He's going to be walking back to the gen, thinking that Somi got back on it, so he is going to check, as he does see that crow fly up in the distance. If he gets this down, I think it might be done and dusted for Team Glacial, having to settle with a 4K1. Insanely well played by NA Steve, though. He is playing this so well.
He's really pulling it back, especially after first game, where I feel like the morale of the team would be a little low, because they weren't doing too hot on the Billy set. But they really are bringing back with the drag. Really nice flight coming in from NEC. We are going to go and check on this round at 9. I think it might be all over for Team Glacial for this, because we do see the aura of our last survivor here.
Yeah, it's just not enough time to get that gen to pop. It was so close, though, at one point, as we are going to see this final chase come in onto UC. And this is in that area where there's just no pallets to be seen for miles. And this is going to be a little bit of a victory lap for NA Steve, securing this 4K1, which is... It's seen on Dracula. 4Ks are seen quite often because he's a strong killer. But it's not... what's the word? I'm losing it. I'm losing it.
It's not.
It's not expected. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
expected. There you go. Between the two of us, we have got a brain somewhere. I promise you that.
Maybe half of one.
But maybe between the two of us, maybe a brain somewhere. But again, we have got a fantastic 4K1 coming in. That's a really big pullback for Team Voodoo, especially Glacial, because I know we saw a Glacial set not long ago from you. I'm pretty sure your team, right?
Yeah, we played the Dracula set against Glacial.
Yeah, I remember that, and that was really done. So I remember how good their Drac is. I'm excited to see how they can pull up on this game, because this is some immense pressure. We do have NA Steve doing a great job here, and I'm excited to see.
Yeah, again, to see them come from that Billy set and have a little bit of a bad result to come through on this Drac set and cast that out and get the 4K1 is just so nice to see. By Dawn Season 3, Voodoo versus Glacial. Now we have Glacial on the Dracula, as we do see Clownfish coming back after that great result on Billy, getting that 4K3. Now we're going to have to see him do it again by getting that 4K2. That is going to be their win con, as we did see NA Steve popping off and getting that 4K1 on his side. This was Voodoo's pick, but I do know that Glacial is pretty comfortable on the Drac set as well, so we are going to see what they can do here to get this win con.
Excited. Any Steve came in with a really, really hard result here. Like, this is going to be a very difficult result. Especially if Glacial doesn't go, we're going to go down to TB, which is Wraith DDS, which again is a very, very hard set for a lot of teams here. But again, Clownfish, like you said before, Clownfish has got a bit of comfortability on this killer. So I'm interested to see. We do see him opting more for the playstyle for the Wolf, which we didn't see any Steve doing a lot of last game.
Yeah, basically when you're walking around the map as Wolf, the survivors that are running will drop Centaurs, so it does help you find them easier, as we are going to see first chase coming through. The question is, how quick can this first chase be? If he can get this down quick, that's going to look on good pace for the result that he needs to get.
Yeah, I will say what I think Glacial has over Voodoo right now is their gym pressure. As much as I think Voodoo are better stealthers, and I think they're better rotations in the sense of being able to get there quietly, I feel like Glacial's gem pressure is unmet, and that was an unfortunate whiff coming in from Clownfish here, and we are going to go for Wolf. But we have got a body block coming in, and we are going to take the hit, and that is 2 people injured quite quickly, I would say.
Yeah, this is a bit of an interesting playstyle to adopt here. You know that you just need to pop 4 generators to get that tie, 5 for the win. You'd probably want to see people sitting across the map for this chase, as we do see the tag coming through the window. That was a crazy tag coming through, actually. And the reset onto Arbico. Question is, what is the gen pressure looking at? Like, we do see the first gen pop, which is on similar pace as the last game, and not even to mention we have the same build as well. I'd completely glazed past that, but yeah, the question is, are we gonna see another gen pop for that chase? And that will be the determining factor on how good this start was.
Like I said, we got heal up really, really quickly, and that is another one coming in. As I said about their gem pressure, they really are flying, and we do catch them slightly off guard here. Just getting a hit for the pallet. I don't think we're going to pursue. I think we're going to wait. They seem a little conflicted on it, though.
Yeah, finding the rotate there is so huge for Clownfish, actually. Being able to find that forces another survivor to have to rotate. And Arbico is probably just going to get on to a generator. I think they'll probably be content with just letting the survivor set on hook, as we do see a very quick heal come in, actually. So yeah, but I think they don't really care about leaving the survivor on hook, because yeah, the survivor's going to go second. But if they pop 2 gens across the map, that's already Tycon, and it's looking really bad for Clownfish. The question is, what is his gen split down at the bottom of the map? I wasn't really paying attention. I do see we have something on 5 corner and 6. Do we have something 7 as well? That will be the determining factor on if Clownfish can hold this or not.
Yeah, I don't know if camping's the play on this right now. Like, it's a little conflicting, because it seems like their gem pressure is just like stably going up, and I don't think they're gonna have a problem kind of smashing this at least down to Tycon. But I don't know. I don't know if camping was the right play here, because they have moved someone over, and that is 4K2. He needs to 4K now to get one con, sorry. We are holding 2 in the basement. We don't get the Hellfire.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so unfortunate.
Bit interesting to see the M1 coming through. If he does Hellfire that survivor, I don't believe that he did. He got the 2-tap.
No.
He's just proving me wrong. He's just proving me wrong. He just wanted to make it look a little bit tense. Getting that 2-tap is actually huge for him. The question is, do they pop this gen before he can get there? That eruption's gonna help out, but it's gonna be so close, because that generator had so much progress. If they can pop it, I don't think they do. They don't pop it.
No, they don't get it in time. That is pop and eruption and Call Brown going onto the same gen.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so close. Only if they didn't get hit for that pallet, the gen would have popped, and that would have been it.
Yeah.
But
Clownfish is just saving this game. The thing is, he needs to go back to that gen. A crazy find of the stealthing survivor.
I was gonna say, I don't think that was quite a stealth, but I think they understood that they had been found. They had
The
to
thing
start
is,
running for it.
the thing is that Clownfish needs to be worried about is the fact that he didn't get that eruption down on the gen. His eruption was still on cooldown from downing Ada. So that generator, yeah, we are going to see that gen pop, which does mean the Tycon. The question is, can Clownfish tie this game out? If he can, that'll be looking good for his team, and it'll be a little bit easier going into the race set. But are we going to see this down come through? Oh, the car ate the Hellfire a little bit, as we just see Ace giving a bit of a free tag. A bit interesting that he's playing for hitting for that survivor when Clownfish can just use the Hellfire. But we are going to see him commit chase onto Ace, and I think this is going to be the down. Yeah, this is going to be the down.
Gen Split's a little bit unplayable, so I think might be looking at a bit of a hard side for Glacial here, with the Gen Split especially. So I'm not sure unless Clownfish can really pull back for the Tycon. I don't know. Like, it's looking a little hard, and we are coming in for a little bit of an insta save here, a little too quick for my liking. But Clownfish is not going to pursue it and just go for Gen, but he sees there's not super a lot of progress on here. I'm surprised he's playing for this unhook so heavily.
Yeah, I think this gen split is a little bit spread, but honestly for Dracula, it's not too bad. It's a little wide, but with teleport and bat form, he can really pressure these gens pretty well. As we do see, this generator has such high progress. We are going to get the pop down. Are we going to see the pull come through? We do, but Clownfish is right back on that unhook. And the question is, which survivor will he go after? He does find Renato and does get that down, which gives him the eruption, and he can just go and slug to this generator. Here. Yeah.
Oh no, this is looking like it might be in snowball territory. We're going to start seeing, because it looks a little dire on the RNG on this side here until we get over to 12. But our Adam is going to take a hit and just go through. Does Firecracker, but unfortunately doesn't get. We do get pickup on Renato though for this game.
Yeah, that is a very quick pickup. Probably had a reset perk in play, as we do see him committing this chase onto Adam. I wouldn't be surprised if those survivors are running to that generator on 10 just to try and stack it out and get it done. The eruption is not on it because the eruption did trigger before. Clownfish needs to slug this, but it looks like he's opting to pick up. I don't know if he makes it back in time, even with a teleport.
I don't know. It really depends if they went and doubled it. If they didn't double it, I don't think so. But we are about to see how close is this gen, because if it gets popped again, it's not going anywhere. Oh, this gen's a little. It's not quite there.
They opted to reset, which is a little bit interesting. They definitely could have popped that gen with the progress that was on it beforehand, if they just insta-stacked it and relied on Adam's chase. But I get playing safe sometimes is the better result, because if Adam went down really quick, it would have been bad for them, because it would have been 2 other injured people on the generator, and then that would have been a snowball to a tie. So we are going to see him going back to this gen onto Ace. I think we might see the down coming in. Very unsafe tile. Yeah, we do see the down coming in. The swing through from Clownfish. Okay, Clownfish is bringing this back. It was looking pretty rough there for a second, but Clownfish has brought it back. They reset. He knows that no other gens are probably progress right now, so he can just pressure this area and let this gen regress down fully with Cold O'Brien.
This is what I noticed with a lot of teams during the season. It seems like their 4v1, their pressure's good, but when it gets down to the 3v, it's starting to get a lot harder for them, and it's harder to coordinate as a team. And we do go for a bit of an ambitious dash here, but unfortunately not getting it. We're going in for the insta-save as well. They really do love their insta-save. And we do get hit with Hellfire here, but it's going to be taken on pursuit, and I think that is just going to be a down, but it's not. I didn't realize we still have the pallet here.
Yeah, I think they're insta-pulling there because they have probably Adam sitting on this generator across the map. Yes, we do see this progress over here, and Clownfish knows that. Clownfish has shown really good game sense here. He's been finding a lot of people in stealth, like just now, finding that Adam there in stealth and just like doing such a great job of knowing where he needs to be and when. We are going to see him commit chase onto Adam here. I believe he has eruption on both gens, so if he can get this down. Oh, he doesn't have eruption on that generator on 10. But that generator was probably removed of a lot of its progress because of the Call of Brine. It was just sitting there for so long. As we do see this down coming through onto Adam.
Like I said, I have a feeling they're gonna double this gen on 11, but I'm wondering if they're gonna get it in time. I think they just need to commit their whole life to it, unfortunately. I think it's just a need, and they do. They managed to get it.
Yeah, we do see the gen popping, which does spell the win con for Team Voodoo. It's just showing why they picked Dracula as their set choice. They have played this incredibly well, just pressuring gens so well. And yeah, opting to leave their first chase on hook to death while Clownfish was camping, just getting so much pressure across the map. And they played this incredibly well. But not to dog on Clownfish. He has been playing a really good game as well. Just barely couldn't keep up and didn't have the gen split to really hold to keep that pressure up and get the Tycon.
We can't, like, that gen split was really, really hard to keep together. And I think Clownfish played to the best of their capacity for this whole thing. Like I said, the thing that surprised me most about this game here is Voodoo's insta-pulling a lot. And I'm surprised that we've been allowing that to go through as much. We have a fantastic Hellfire coming onto any Steve here. We are going to take teleport to main because we're going to check on this game. We do find that Scratch Marks kind of leading in, and we are going to take our chase here. Now I think that'll just be the one out.
Yeah, they're just going to take that out. Still a good result from Clownfish, to be fair. A very good result coming through. It's just a bit unfortunate that his team just barely wasn't able to pop that last generator on their survivor side. It was very close. This was such a close set, and it was very fun to see these two teams battle it out on these sets. Dracula set is just such a fast-paced and entertaining set. So seeing these results come through, being such a close game, was really fun to see.
Yeah, it was definitely a really good game, and like I said, I can see why Voodoo picked it as their choice. They seem very coordinated and very kind of strong in the sense. And it was really nice to see a nice refreshing set, because again, I think this is our second Drac set after your one. And I do love seeing a good drag set because it's very interesting to watch.
Season 3, we have the tiebreaker set between Voodoo and Glacial, and we do have Somi coming in on the Wraith. Oh, I'm so excited. This has been so close. We saw Glacial popping off on Billy and just showing absolutely why they picked it. And then we had the same from Voodoo showing exactly why they picked Drax. So we're going to see why both teams agreed that Wraith would be the final killer of the night. How do you feel about a Wraith set, Feels?
I actually really like the Wraith set because it's very micro-based. It is a very strong chase game. And like I said, it really is going to be to the teams, to their 1v1s. And we're a little scared of our head-on. But I do want to say, this is what I really enjoy about the Bonanza tournament. It's the fact that the teams are a lot of the teams are so closely matched that we go to sets like this.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see how they kind of deal with this, especially with Glacial on the killer first. We do see a fantastic tag coming in from Soma here.
Yeah.
And we are going to take pursuit on the Claudette here.
Our Biko losing a little bit of a 50 there. That window is really hard to play. I'm surprised we see a hit tank come in this early into the match. But yeah, one thing I'm noticing, Feels, is we're opting to go for Pop Goes the Weasel instead of Bam, which is a bit of an interesting pick. Typically, you would see a lot of Wraiths run Bam because a lot of the windows on this map can be abused if you can't block them, like on main building, for example. But we'll see what Somi can cook, and we'll see if it works out for him in the end.
Yeah, I have seen a lot more recently. KenthesUMet.com. A lot of races don't bring Corrupt, but we do see Somi kind of opting for Corrupt this time. Maybe just to buy them a little more time in the start game here, because we do have like you said, a more heavy regression build than chase build here. Survivor's doing a good job here, chaining onto loops, but again, we are playing about 50s. We do see first gen going. Soma playing kind of I say nice here. He's going for more in the sense of hard chase. He did get a couple tags, especially with the sloppy here, but
Oh,
we have no more pallets, so that will be the down coming in for Claudette here.
a little bit of a misinput coming through, but it happens. The game has its own issues sometimes, but we will see the first down coming in as we do see 2 gens pop as we see first hook. So we're going to see what Somi can make of this. You need that tunnel out fast on Wraith set. When you get to that 3v1, that's when you have the power. That's when it becomes way harder. But in 4v1, there's not much you can do. So we do see him going to kick this Gallows generator, apply the pop. There was not much progress to warrant the pop, but that just sometimes happens. You hook a survivor and they pop a generator, and there's not much progress elsewhere, as we do see somebody losing a little bit of that 50 on the swing through. Are they going to have to go back and tunnel? I think they will.
I think they have to. Like I said, the gen split here is a little bit on the difficult side because we see main and 6. We also see Gallows and 11, which is a bit of a devious split. We are playing main, and that will be sloppy applied to Adam here. And we are going to continue to tunnel our Claudette, who is going to be on our back pallet here. Again, we don't unfortunately win the 50s. I'm surprised we didn't try and go around the rock, because from the way they were cloaking, they kind of need the distance. But again, that will be Claudette going on to second hook, and we do see eruption on the Gallows gen here.
Yeah, and this is where we're going to see that pop come into play. They do have quite a bit of progress on main, and they did have quite a bit of progress on Gallows, but Gallows gen got hit by eruption as well. Bit interesting that they're checking 11 here, because they did see the Gallows survivor leave, and they do know that there's 2 people on main. But if they can get this pop onto main, that's going to be huge. I think there's someone on main. I didn't really hear it as we walked past, but I did see some survivors rotating over there.
Oh, maybe we are delusional. We don't hear anyone over here. This main jet doesn't have a lot of progress. It seems like Gummy is holding it down to the best of their capacity here. Really just applying that pop, not just willy-nilly, whatever gen they see, and actually focusing the gens they see the most progress on. So it seems like Voodoo might have had a fantastic start, but they are definitely slowing down pressure-wise here.
Yeah, finding this rotate was huge. They do have to send another person for the rotate. They're going to pre-drop that pallet, just going to kick it, get out of the way. So they don't really have anything to body block around. The question is, can Somi get this tag without needing to take the hit tank?
Oh.
It's a bit in the open, so they might be able to.
Oh.
No, just taking the tag on the Jake. I don't think Claudette has that much to use over here. She has this 50-50 pallet, but just one wrong play, and it's going to be over.
I feel like our Jake went to Bullywog University because he really is holding it all together. Make sure it's called out doesn't get straight tunneled out. But we can't be taking all these downs because it's just going to cause a lot more pressure, and our Claudette get caught out a little bit thinking that our Wraith was falling behind us, but actually took round Shack side instead. That will be our first out of 3 gens.
Okay,
It's looking a little worrying there for a minute for Team Glacial, but it seems like they're really pulling it back here.
Yeah, this match has taken a complete flip in pressure. The survivors had such a great start, but now we have the death come through and a slug going into the 3v1 with 3 gens still left. And it looks like we know where all the progress is. We know the progress is here on 5. Does find the stealth. This is going to be really good for Glacial.
This is what Glacial needed. They needed that pressure. We do see any Steve getting picked up, so that means no one is on gens right now. I wonder if they are going to go for a full reset. As they do, I think they know as a freebie they need to have the heals up. They need to make sure, especially with Chase taking on to Adam here.
Little bit of whoa. I think both players got a little bit confused, but sometimes that can happen, especially with these later night games. But we do see Adam take a little bit of a bad tag. I don't know if he makes it around again. This is going to be cutting it very close.
Yeah, I think Adam was playing a little bit friendly there and decided to give him a little bit of a kiss, but again, it was not working in their benefit. We will be seeing a head tank coming. Guy, I don't think that's what you need in this freebie.
Yeah, it's a bit tough. The thing is, when you take that hit tank there, now he can play the rest of main and has distance. And if Jake's on a generator on Gallo's side of the map, that could be the difference in him popping it versus not, especially with that pop in the back pocket of Soma. Oh, crazy stun coming through, and it's gonna take that distance. Is that smash it? I think that's smash it.
That is smash it.
Yeah, we will see the down coming in finally. Adam just opting to go corner. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Jen across the map pop for this, but even so, Somi still looks like they're in a fantastic spot. They are going to get this hook coming through, which gets the pop online, and we do have Zarina injured right now. So that is going to be the snowball potential right there. That is going to be the difference maker, is if they can find Zarina and get that down really quick.
Yeah, we need to find that Zarina to get that pressure going. And this Gallows gen has got a little bit of progress. Since we just guessing Zarina was, I would not be surprised if she was kind of stealthing nearby, but we are a little more cautious of the other gens here. I don't know, did I see some scratch marks around Watcher Tower? Am I a little crazy?
I think we're both a bit schizo because I didn't see anything and you did. So
okay. I'm a little here. I'd be a little worried about that Gallows gen because it does seem like it had a good amount of progress on it. So I think someone's still nearby. Would not be shocked if someone was to jump back on it and leave this person on hook because they know they can't really get it without Zarina being healed.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen the reset come through yet. So we do find the person rotating. This is going to be a tag onto Jake, unless Jake sandbags at him a little bit, but it's fine. We do get the tag on Jake. Now all survivors are injured. And somebody knows that Zarina wasn't really working anything at the time. And they can just play for this chase. If they just kick this, winning, that's crazy movement from the Wraith. Being able to get that down on this pallet, this is a very hard pallet to play as killer. Typically you just have to break it and go on, but getting second hook on this Adam, if Somi can get this to a 2v1, that'll pretty much be done and dusted. And you do see the progress. And
that's Zarina, no?
Yeah, I think I was a bit of a doubter, but I'm starting to see the value of pop in this 3v1. It's actually probably going to be the thing to save the game. Chases haven't really been too bad. A little bit of problems on main because of no BAM, but I think this pop is showing to put in more work right now than BAM would have.
And this is the person they don't want to be found right now. This is kind of the make or break situation.
Oh,
no!
A bit of an auto aim. Oh, I can tell that Sovi's a little upset about that one, just adding that extra swing in. That is so unfortunate. They play the pallet so well just to get screwed over by DBD being DBD. But that is the game that we play and love to play. So sometimes it comes with some problems, but we are going to be looking for the reset spot. See if we can find out where they're trying to reset. Actually, it sounds like they're working main gen instead of resetting. I feel like the survivors are playing this too quick. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I said, we are kind of taking pursuit onto our. Is that Zarina? I cannot tell in this dusty place. I cannot.
No, it's just Zarina over here.
Zarina over here. Oh,
yeah.
We are kind of pushing them to drop. We don't have balance, and they are going to try and go into swap. Again, this pallet was thrown, so I mean this is going to be short chase on Zarina's side unless we can play this window to absolute perfection. But again, we are just deciding to go locker because we have no other options in this area at all.
I think this is us seeing the benefit of that long chase at the start, because yes, it was a long chase, but because we got that tunnel out quickly, that meant there was like no pallets left on the map for these survivors to play. And the question is, what are they cranking right now? They do know of progress on main, a little bit here on 7, and we'll see what they can do. Oh, finds the blood, finds the stealth. This is what you need. This could be the determining factor that makes this a 4K2 instead of getting a 4K1. Let's see if the survivor can win this 50. I think they don't even make. Yeah, they don't. They go down, and we do see the pull come through, so it means they're not cranking a last second generator to try and pop, which means that somebody just has insane pressure right now. And I would be surprised if the survivors can pop a gen in this 2v1.
Yeah, like I said, if they can pop a gen during this 2v1, I'd be absolutely surprised too. It looks like Zombie has killed every bit of pressure on this map. Their only chance of grabbing a final gen is main, but I think that was a bit of a missed skill check. I think.
Yeah.
And we are catching our Jake out. And it's been just a little bit too long gambling whether they want to win or not.
Yeah, and this is just zero progress everywhere.
Yeah.
The survivors can't really make anything. They don't have the pallets to have a chase. They don't have the health states. So we play this exceptionally well. Just playing that long game instead of getting stressed and making misplays based off of the long first chase and holding out and only letting one more gen pop after that first chase is insanely well played.
It's really, really well played coming in from Team Glacial. I think it's going to be hard for Voodoo to come back from this. I think it's really, really hard. They have to have an exceptional game to really put on the pressure like Zombie did.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unbeatable, but I think it is going to be a very big misplace coming in from Team Glacial to get the result.
Yeah, I think what we need to see here from Voodoo is we need their killer to get a very quick first down. That is going to be the determining factor of how the set goes. When you see a quick down and Wraith set, that is when you see the high gen 4Ks. Here, somebody played it insanely slow, and it worked out for them, but sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes the survivors can come back from that. But if we see a very quick down, that would be what they need to see for their killer.
Yeah, like I said, they did an absolute fantastic job. A lot of Wraiths kind of at this level would panic and have kind of a moment where they feel like things are getting slightly out of hand, but somebody's showing really good patience come through and also some good comp experience and game sense coming through. But Team Voodoo are really not wanting to give up that easily. And they are going to fight till the end, and we do see our Serena not going to drop the pallet in play, but again, I think it's one of the only pallets left. Somebody's going to push it into 50s, but Serena's just going to jiggy away.
Yeah, and we're going to see the Bloodlust Wraith coming through. I think Zarina wanted to serve Sobi a bit of a drink there to commemorate the well-played game on their part. The survivors played it well, though, too. It was a very close game. I think the only thing they made a little bit of mistake of is just not resetting in that 3v1. Trying to play a 3v1 all injured is just not going to work out, because then Wraith doesn't really have to commit much. We do see the blood here, actually. Yep, Jake's just sitting in the corner, just chilling there. A bit of an item. I think they're having a little bit of a moment. So we decided to leave the Jake alive because of the item.
He's telling him to go serve him some drinks. No. He's asking to go serve some drinks, I think, and I don't think getting the hint on.
Yeah, but we are going to see the 4K2 coming in. That is such an insane result coming in for Team Glacial. Yeah, Wraith you can see 4Ks a lot, but getting a 4K2, that is just so good, especially for your survivors.
Okay, welcome back. We are seeing Voodoo on the killer having to get a 4K3. Zumi coming in with a fantastic game last, playing very, very slowly. As we said last time, we need to see a very fast thing coming in this, and it seems like Voodoo's killer is optimizing by one, breaking down the doors in main, but we do find someone very, very quickly here. This might result in quite a quick tag, because this is a hard 50 to play. We are taking tagged.
I don't think. Oh, a bit of a bad tag taken, but Wraith opts to cloak here instead of following, which is a bit interesting. Oh, he does get the body block, so maybe I am just a little stupid, but we do see the down coming in. This pallet You say 50s, but I swear this pallet is never lost from the killer side. Maybe 1% of the time, but
I'm seeing
yeah,
100%,
yeah,
100% win rate. Okay.
pretty much. Yeah, that pallet is insanely rough to play, and then a really bad tag coming out. This is the kind of down you need as Voodoo to get this game rolling. If you have a 4K3 win con, this is what you want to see. We do see the same build also coming through from Arbico, which I'm so surprised we haven't seen a BAM used today. I'm actually so surprised.
Yeah, it seems like the new meta of Wraith is kind of more gen regression than anything. We do see, I think, the exact same build, right?
Yeah, it's the exact same build.
The exact same build, yeah. We see the exact same build from both teams. To be fair, it worked really, really well. Glacial, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were opting for the same thing. Especially for such a win con, they really need to keep an eye on those gens. But we do have Eruption propped on a gen here, but it's got a little bit of progress. It seems like I was gonna say, it seems like they're not insta saving like Voodoo is in the RT first gen kind of coming out here.
Yeah, but that is a very good pull. Like, they timed it perfectly. Wraith was locked in tile 7. They get the pull right in front of main. Now we are going to see UC having max distance on main, so that tunnel is going to be really hard, especially with that progress across the map. We are probably going to see that gen on 7 pop any second now. So we do see Nicholas winning this 50 here on this pallet, as we are opting to leave this chase. 7 is going to pop any second, which will mean that the killer cannot let any more gens pop if he wants to secure this win.
To be fair, from the games we've seen, I'd be a little scared of Glacial moment. Their gen press has been absolutely phenomenal in these games. I'd be a little scared. It seems like we're going a lot more chase heavy this round. But I don't know if getting the tunnel is really in their favor right now.
That is an insane tag coming through, especially for a same ping matchup. That is crazy. But we are going to see second hook coming on to UC. But the thing is, the survivors can just stack out a gen and secure the tie. And then they'll just need to pop one more. They don't have tunnel out yet. So they're kind of sitting in a really good position. Like, there is a tight 3 gen on this side. But they don't really care about that because Somi was able to get that 4K2. They don't really even need to worry about the 3 gen because of the fact that if they get to the point where they're battling for the 3 gen, they have already won the set. So we do see Monica getting into the chase here. Are we gonna see a tag coming through? Nope, just barely missing.
I will say, I don't think we realized how amazing that save on Renato was. That really turned the table for the team. And making sure they didn't go into second there really, really pushed the team to the best of their capacity. And we saw the Rave trying to kick and then realizing there's a curve on that one.
Yeah, I think Wraith noticed a little late the survivor still working. He probably thought the gen was bugged, which we have seen in DVD before, so I don't blame him. We are going to see FTP actually coming through, and Jake is going to die for UC to make distance to the side of the map, and we are going to see him commit the tunnel out. But the thing is, if he commits this tunnel out, because of that FTP, you're going to see both gens pop across the map, and that will be the win for Glacial. Unless he can get this chase really fast, but we do see that swing just barely missing, which I'm surprised that misses after the previous one hit. So you're going to see UC take this tag to main.
Yeah, if he can hold a good enough chase on main, it's going to be really, really hard for back, especially with this gen split, and we're struggling to get this tunnel out and we don't get the block on the window, and that is going to provide us with a little more time. So I would not be surprised if Glacial can get this win con now, just for how well they've held this tunnel out together. Oh yeah. No, that's so unfortunate.
We do see that down coming in, but we do see the last gen popping, and that is going to secure the win for Glacial, taking this match 2-1 and taking the race set home. Yeah, that was insanely well played. They were off to a little bit of a rough start, getting that down instantly, but able to come back and get these gens done, get the win is just so impressive to see. These sets have been so close today, so these teams really were battling it out.
Yeah, it seemed like Glacial came in with the mindset to win here. Really holding on the pressure, knowing where their death spots are, really holding Chase to the best capacity, not really being caught out in bad positioning so far. But again, it really shows the great 4v1 skills of the team, and that is a really quick insta save. Did you see that?
Yeah,
They knew.
yeah, I think we had someone sitting back there because they knew that there was some pressure across the map that the Wraith needed to attend to. And that is going to be from Nia. The question is, I think she is going to get tagged here. Yeah, Wraith being able to body block because that wall is very long. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see Monica and Clownfish stack out that generator on Gallows for this chase.
Like I said, we are really just playing for chases right now, and like I said, it doesn't particularly matter what Glacial do now. Whatever result, they're playing for the kind of glory of the team. As we utilize our edge map, but unfortunately, it does just go down. There is nothing really protecting you with this side. We are gonna get slugged. Again, even getting a 4K1 is a phenomenal result. A really phenomenal result.
Yeah, we see the teams just playing it out for sportsmanship's sake. I'm surprised they're a bit split on these gens. I thought they would have stacked something out. A bit of a goofy flashlight coming in and the stun. The question is, are we going to see Nia get picked up across the map? Because we are seeing Arbico just commit this chase knowing that the game is pretty much over, so he can just play for fun now.
Yeah, like I said, it's a lot of good experiences coming in from teams here, and this team have really shown they're a good matchup in sets because they really gave each other a bit of a hard time for these matches. But Glacial's gem pressure was just absolutely phenomenal. Just absolutely phenomenal coming through, and we saw that from the first set of today. So
yeah,
I'd be a little scared coming into that.
Yeah, we do see the reset come in, and also I think we see a little bit of a clean break on Clownfish there. He is broken, and that kind of did come out of nowhere, so we are going to see him heal up pretty soon. Seeing if they can just pressure out those last gens. We do get another tag coming in. He is going to take chase onto Clownfish, knowing that he is probably going to heal up probably in about 20 to 30 seconds.
Can we hold a chase for that long? I think we can, because Clownfish is doing a phenomenal job. But I think we're a little scared of the head-on and do get our clean break off. Yeah. Has last gen popping.
We get the clean break off, and we get the last gen popping. And this is going to be Glacial just taking their victory lap, turning what was looking like maybe a 4K1 to what is going to be outs. And I wouldn't be surprised if they just open the gates across the map and take the outs and have Monica try and get Hatch.
Oh, I realized they're going to take some hit tanks to get Monica to the gate here. But Jake doing a fantastic job holding back, but unfortunately does not just get it through. But we are out of the gate, and we take hit on Jake, and that will be Glacial taking tiebreaker.
Yeah, insanely well played by Glacial. They had such a quick start on the side of Voodoo. They got that down almost immediately. But to see Glacial come through and get the 4-stage result was just insane to see. So well played. And honestly, well played from both teams, but Glacial just managed to edge out on top today over Voodoo.